Hello everyone, so we're here doing a pick a pile. Well, it's actually pick a panda, so we're picking a panda because I like pandas. This looks a bit obsessive, but my sister bought me one, and this is my other sister's one, and I bought myself two more because why not? Because they're going to be in the background, just chilling out, being cute little pandas in the background of my videos. So this is going to be like a week overview, so it's going to be timeless. So whatever time you see this video at, whether it's the week it's out, next month, next year, it's a timeless one. So whatever's coming up that week, this is what's coming up for you. So the first pile is a blue panda. They're little squishy, so I will squish them. So they're little squishy toys. So there's the blue one. The black one. They're so, it feels mean squishing them, but they're meant to be squished because they're called Squish Me. And number 3 is the pink one. I don't know if that's like satisfying for people, but hey, there you go. So we're going to start off with the blue panda. Okay, so we're going to start off with the blue panda. So this is the blue panda group, little pile 1. Please don't fall over. I thought he was going to fall over. We'll get you a tarot in a minute. So your animal guide is the horse spirit. Freedom is yours. You can sit. I'll let him sit on that. Put his little paws on it. Then we have your oracle, which I have 3 of these. So we have to the sea, higher power, time to go. Okay, and then I'm using Way of the Panda Tarot, the baby edition for this. And we have the Sun card. I actually might get the full version as well. 3 of Pentacles. And the 7 of Cups. To the Sea is really sticking out to me, this one, and with the higher power. I definitely feel like this week ahead for you. It says freedom is yours, so maybe you need to break free from your routine, break free from the old habits of things. Like to the sea is like go to this, it's like saying go to somewhere that's like with nature, like go to the sea, to travel, to, I just say go to like a seaside town and just enjoy yourself there. Like I'm sunburnt on my face right now. Yeah, that shows you, like, we don't get sun here, and I got sunburnt from glary cloud cover. So there you go. But, like, it says to the sea, and I definitely feel like you're moving forward and stuff. You're moving forward in things. You're finding your higher self, and it's time to move on to this next level of your life. So that's what the Sun card also kind of entails, like, as well. It's like a new day. A new fresh start is coming your way, and you've unlocked your higher self, so you know what your potential is. Then we also see the 3 of Pentacles, so we know that there is a good solid foundation there. Whether it's in work or romance, I definitely feel like there's a big, strong foundation that you can fall back on. So if something goes wrong, there's something there to fall back on, you know, like, so you have a choice. And you see that? Look for that segue. That's a lovely segue with the 7 of Cups there. We have a segue. And I actually like that. Like, that's really nice how that worked out there. So, like, it's time to go. Time to make the choice. Stop, like, delaying it. I'm going to do some elaborations with the Way of the Panda. Actually, you know what? I might do it with the Groovy Weight, because I like that. It's just a bit of pop of colour with it. It's colourful enough as it is, but a bit more colour. Why not? Make sure I don't grab the extra card. Is that the... Yeah, it's the extra card. Grant. Oh, okay, so let's do some elaborations with the Groovy Weight. Just a bit more colour, do you know? A bit more colour. Whoa, this one jumped. Oh my god, are you for real? 6 of Swords! For God's sake! I got fright from that. I'm sorry that I yelled for anyone who's wearing headphones. They're like, oh my god, what happened? And I'm like, Jesus, like that means you're moving forward and traveling. Like that's it there. But I was trying to elaborate these. That like jumped out. So we'll go with the Sun card is gonna get the Ten of Wands. The Three of Pentacles is gonna get the Five of Cups. Seven of Cups is gonna get the Three of Cups. A lot of cups. Wow. We'll do more. We'll do the bottom of the deck. Oh, the bottom of the deck is the Ten of Swords. See what I mean? Look how colourful this deck is. Okay, so that's just kind of, that jumped as I was shuffling, so that's kind of clarifying that there is travel involved. There's a lot of moving forward, and again, there's the sea and there's the sea, so you need to do a lot of moving on, moving physically or just mentally moving away from a situation. So with the Sun card, as we had here, we know that it's a new dawn, new day, new big chances to take ahead of yourself, but don't take on too much. This is showing that you're taking on way too much at once. The Ten of Wands is like you're taking on so many things to do in the week to come ahead, and you're not prioritizing them. Like you're just like, I'll do everything because I want to people please everyone. Do you know what I mean? Like you want to please everyone and make them have their good day. Do you know what I mean? Whereas like you need to prioritize yourself more than anything else. Look at that, the Fool. Take the chance. The Fool card came up. So take the chance in putting yourself first this week. Prioritize these. Like don't drop everything and go, well, do you know what? You can all do it yourselves. Prioritize the ones that need to be done this week or the week ahead. And then you can worry about the rest. Like you go, well, I don't really need to do the clothes shopping this week. I can shop online. Do you know what I mean? Or I don't really need to meet my friends this week and I can meet them the weekend after, so it's fine. Do you know, like, unless it's like prioritizing things, like if it's someone's birthday or you have to have a deadline thing done, get that done. Do you know what I mean? Like that's what that's saying there. But do take the chance of putting yourself first. Next up we had the Three of Pentacles, so it's like a good foundation, solid foundation. But the problem is with this is that you don't see that. You're not seeing it clearly. The Five of Cups is like where you're like, oh, look at this. Like they're the three foundation. Look at that. The Three Cups, the Three Pentacles there. These three cups have fallen down. You're like, oh, there's no one there for me. I don't know who to go to. And they're like, and two people are here behind you going, hello? Hello? We're here. Can we help? Oh, you're not realizing your potential. You're not seeing your higher power. You're not seeing it. You don't think you're there when you actually are. Like, you're not seeing it at all. Let's see what this says. Oh, Five of Cups. Six of Cups. No, four. Got there in the end. This is like a different alternate version of the Four of Cups. I love this version of it. It's like the universe. She's entangling the three cups. And then the universe is like, here's a fourth cup. We can help you. Look at that. 3, 4, 5. Look at that. 3, 4, 5. Look at that. So you have a foundation, you think there's nothing there, and now we're seeing that someone is offering you help. So this Three of Pentacles, someone in your foundation is like, here, do you want help? And then you're like, no one's helping me. Why is no one helping me? Because you've shunned this away. You've got, no, I don't need it. No, I don't want it, thank you. Like, you're not realizing your higher power. You're not realizing it at all. Now let's carry on to the end of the week. Seven of Cups. This is where we're saying there's a choice to come. It's a good choice. And I feel like this is where you start to free yourself. Sorry, little panda, I need to take the horse from you. So we see that you are definitely freeing yourself. You know, you're freeing yourself from that Ten of Wands and this Ten of Swords we'll get to in a minute. You're definitely freeing yourself and freeing yourself for like a more... How do I put it? Like, there's more opportunities out there than A, B, C. What about the rest of the alphabet? Do you know what I mean? Like, there's more choices out there than what everyone else is telling you to do. And, like, there's no harm in going out and celebrating the choices you have made and celebrating your actual, successes. Like, you may not think you're successful, but your friends in your circle do. Like, they clearly do see that your circle. They clearly see your circle. Like, wow, that's my train of thought. They definitely see you are successful. Like, you may say, oh, I'm the Five of Cups right now. I don't feel successful at all, but you're only seeing the things that you haven't succeeded in yet. Whereas your friends have seen, well, you've done this, you have this experience, you have more experience than me in that field of things. And you know, oh, we've got the Two of Cups. So this shows you as well that your friends and your partner, like this could be a new relationship forming because you made this choice, like a new business relationship as well. Or it could be your current relationship and all that stuff. They're out there helping you, celebrating, going, look, you've made the choice. This is your life and we're here to help you. And that shows you that very well, because it does also show that it is time to move forward. Time to move forward in things is very, very serious in some cases, because you are moving forward here with this Six of Swords and to the sea, right? And you were unsure, because like if I looked at this one here, she's kind of afloat. She's not really moving. She's like letting the wind blow, but she has no sail. Whereas this one is like where they're in control. They have the oar. I was going to say whatever it is, the gondola stick. But where there's a time and place where you need to dock, and I love how this looks like a dock, like a pier. I need time to take it, like step off and actually do something. And take the chance to free yourself from other people's expectations and all that stuff this week. God, this little blue panda's very in-depth, isn't he? And then to go with that, we have the Judgment card. So this is where the karma is going to hit in. It's time for, like, all the good things you've done, like all the things that you've done positively, it's going to come back to you. It's going to come back in, like, heaps. But if you're putting negative energy out, it's going to come back negative, and then you'll be like, why'd that happen? That's not what I said. And the universe is like, well, sorry, you crossed wires there. So that's how that will come in, you know. And then last, which is the overall energy of the reading, is the Ten of Swords. You are stressed, you're tired, you're exhausted, you are running yourself thin. You need to free yourself from this stress. You need to free yourself from just that awful strain of people pleasing. So this week, I think you guys need to start, this guy, you know, blue panda pile. That's a panda pile. Stop some sentence. You guys need to sort yourself out and actually work on, like the prioritizing the things that make you feel happy and not other people. Okay, so pile 1, blue panda pile. Can't say that seriously. You guys, that's your week ahead. I'm going to move on to the black panda. This is just the ordinary panda. But we're going to run on to pile number 2, and I will see you all very soon. Okay, pile 2. So the little ordinary black panda. This is your pile. I feel so mean squishing them, but they're so soft. Like this is going to be cruel when you do that. And you just dig your nails in. They're like, oh, why do you do that? And then they come back. They're cute. It's panda. Anyway, so this is pile number 2. The little black panda. I'm going to move the blue one over there so you can focus on the black panda. So let's carry on. I just realized you can see the pink one in the corner there. Get out of here. Your turn's next. Right, so we'll do your cards in a minute. We have the tarot card, sorry. We'll do the animal of the day. Animal card. We have groundhog spirit. Time to let go. So this is time to let go of something. But you can hold on to it for us, okay? Your oracle cards are the tribe. So you can see that. Fork in the road. Notice you got all the ones with animals in it. And time for a nap. There's a fox, what the hell? Okay, and your panda cards, I don't know why I said it so weirdly there. Your tarot cards are the Fool. Look how cute he is. And then we have the World. And 3 of Swords. Okay, so it seems to me like, okay, I'm not going to focus on this for a minute. I'm going to focus on these oracle cards for a second. I definitely feel that you guys are going to your family for advice here this week. Your tribe, the people you go to for advice, you know. There's a fork in the road. There's something here, you're like, I need direction. I don't know where I'm going. But then they're also saying, do you know what? sleep on it. You know, it's like a Four Swords moment. If Four Swords comes out, I'm done. I'm retiring from tarot. I find it so creepy when it does that, but I love it at the same time. But this is a time where you need to take some rest and actually find, like, you need to find some closure in just by healing yourself, some self-care kind of thing. And I do see that with the Fool. Like, I find it, the Fool is where you take leaps, and you need to take leaps into the unknown. So maybe some of you are not used to self-care and having a lazy day, you know, and just doing nothing but laundry all day, or just, you know, those kind of things. You know, take those leaps and take those chances. This is where a chapter comes to a close, and because I found it underneath the fork in the road, I definitely feel like this fork in the road is a chapter ending. So like, you're leaving that old path behind. So if you think of it as like the way the Wizard of Oz, right? You never see Dorothy go back to Munchkinland. She always goes forward. She's always going forward, reaching her goal, reaching the Emerald City. So you guys need to find what way to go, which is the best route to go, because we see that if you take the wrong route, there's no right or wrong, but we know that it's a struggle. So there is a bit of a struggle for you here, because the Three Swords is like being divided, like pulled three ways. So you're either pulled where you're standing, pulled down the left path or the right path, you know. So we'll see what it says here. I think that's where the time to let go is coming from. That's where this is coming from. You need to let go of people pleasing and just put yourself first. So let's see what comes up for you guys. Got a King of Cups, an Ace of Pentacles, a Four of Pentacles. I want to see what anything come up for these guys. Let's see. Oh, we got the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, I definitely feel like that would be there. Okay, no, we won't dilute it for a minute. And the overall energy is the Justice card. Okay. The King of Cups is like a person who's offering you a good sense of, you know, they're very TLC kind of ruled kings, these ones are. And they're probably helping you take that leap into self-care. So this is probably you after you've taken the jump, or this is you... this is someone else helping you. So this is like an older person, not too old, like they're not decades old, they're a few years older than you, and they're usually a water sign, and I definitely feel like this person is helping you a lot with this tribe thing. So maybe this is person is part of your tribe, and they're helping you take those leaps into, you know, self-care, because some of us are not very good at it, and we have the Seven of Pentacles here. So you're probably like, am I done? Can I go now? I've slept. I want to get done. I want to keep going. That's what you're doing. And you don't really need that, you know what I mean? They're probably teaching you to be patient with yourself and teaching you to just rest and leave things be, because like the world doesn't revolve around you, but also like you're not the priority in everyone else's life, if that makes sense. Not in a bad way, I meant like in the sense of, if you're in work and you have a project, you're not the only one on the project, if that makes sense. So like, you're not the only one doing the project work. There's other people there. Like, if you need time off, take the time off. There's nothing wrong with that. So take the time off, but make sure you know how to prioritize yourself. This person here is offering you a chance to, hey, do you want to just go away for the weekend, go down the country, whatever, you know, it's time to take a leap of faith and get some TLC, okay? This Nine of Pentacles is really sticking out with me. I definitely feel like this is the result of this King of Cups, where you see like you go and reconnect with your tribe, you go reconnect with your family, maybe go down the country with to your relatives, and you start, you know, like basking in all the work you've done. You're like, wow, I've actually saved a lot of money. Oh my god, I've actually, you know, money to spend and treat myself with. So that could be that sense there where you're just like, you know, enjoying the fruits of your labours. The World card, as I said, is a chapter endings, which is that fork on the road. So maybe an offer has come up. An offer has come up and you don't know what to do. This is the Ace of Pentacles, so it's like a job offer, or someone's offering you money or a pay rise, that kind of thing, you know? And I definitely feel like the World card is that kind of chapter closing, new chapter. Like, one door closes, another one opens. So you're like, I've gone as far as I can in where I am right now, but maybe it's time to let go. Say that, time to let go and move forward with this offer. And that's where this fork in the road is, because you're like, well, I'm kind of comfy where I am, but I know I have the potential to do more. And we have the Six of Cups here. So the Six of Cups is all about your past, your nostalgia, you know, that kind of, you know, how would I put it? You're seeking advice from someone from your past because they may have been in this situation. Maybe it's a colleague, or it could be a friend. And in that sense, you know, it's just someone offering you help in making this decision. Like, you've met them on this fork in the road going, look at me, I've been there. I know it's like, it's really hard because you're comfortable where you are, but you don't want more new stress, if that makes sense. You know, you like your routine, that kind of thing. But maybe it's also that King of Cups telling you, you know, that King of Cups is telling you to put yourself first and be nostalgic and reminisce, kind of thing, of the past. But I definitely feel like it's just mostly the fact that the offer's there, right? And you don't know what to do, so you're like, you forget you're an adult, you know, for a moment. You're like, I don't know what to do, and I need to talk to someone. I need to talk to my family. That's where that tribe is coming in. Just talk about this fork in the road and what should I do about this offer. So that's what it probably means. Like, you need to reminisce in your childhood memories, maybe, just to maybe get a clearer picture. Next, we have the Three of Swords. So this is where you feel so drained. I feel like you're being pulled in three different directions and you don't know what to do. Someone is either betraying you. That's usually what that means, but I don't feel like it's that. I feel like it's just you being pulled in the fork in the road. And we also have the Four of Pentacles. So you're being really cautious with your money. So maybe that offer that comes, you're like, I'm not losing this. But we also see that you are being pulled, and this fork in the road is really, really pulling you. And it's pulling you like where you're standing, like you're stuck on the fork in the road. You can't pick path A or path B, kind of thing. And I definitely feel like you are definitely struggling with this. Queen of Cups came up. Wow, look at that. So maybe you need some nurturing TLC from a female person as well. Female energy. It doesn't have to be an actual female. But I definitely feel like this is a mature decision you have to make. You become mature about this. You become very mature, but you're thinking with your emotions more than your head, which is very interesting if it's a choice, you know. It's definitely very interesting. But I feel like this queen is also telling you, hey, it's like an older woman telling you, hey, can you just rest and take a breather? You need to rest, okay? You can't keep going full steam ahead when you don't know what you're doing, you know what I mean? Like, you're stressed about this. Even though you have money saved, this Queen of Cups is telling you, hey, you need to take some TLC. So this power couple, this King and Queen of Cups, is telling you to settle and chill. We have the Justice card as the overall energy here, and I feel like this is where you get the balance of things. You're trying to get the balance of life and emotions and work. So you're just like, I have a routine, why is it out of whack? You know what I mean? Hence the fork in the road, and you're looking for advice for it. But like, it's out of whack because you don't know how to rest and relax with this take a nap card here. Like, you don't know how to relax. You're one of those people who just like to be on the go, but it's also time to let go of old habits. Right, let's just do one more card because I want to see what else that take a nap entails. Let's see. Nope, this did not shuffle. I'm just getting the old cards from the last reading. Give me a minute. I'm gonna take this one. Eight of Swords. Whoa, that's actually quite colourful. Eight of Swords. I forgot how colourful this deck is sometimes. Eight of Swords. So that take a nap thing makes you feel like people are forcing you to relax and telling you to relax, and you feel trapped. And I went, well, if you took rest more often, you wouldn't feel as trapped. You wouldn't feel as pushed and like you're like, oh, people are telling me what to do. I don't like this. Do you know what I mean? Like you won't feel that way if you took it more often, do you know? Strength. You will have the strength to get through this, okay? You will be strong. You'll be stronger after you've taken some TLC. Follow that King of Cups. Take the offer, but make sure you have filled out your entire, advice circle here. That's the tribe thing there. It feels like it's a job offer. It's definitely a job offer or something. It's not a romance offer, it's a job offer, I feel. Okay, so that's the little panda pile. That's the black panda pile. Pile number 2, that is your reading for the week ahead. I will move on and do the last pile, the pink panda. Okay, last but not least, pile number 3, the pink panda. So this is the pink panda pile. They're so fun to squish. They're so mean when you do it. So I'm going to put him there, her there, it. Just make sure. Yeah, so our animal card is the wasp. Sometimes life stings. So this is probably like, life's tough, Milk and honey is one of your oracles. Between worlds. Never ending story. It's even powerful just as it is, just reading that, And your tarot are the King of Swords, we'll start off with. I was like making sure it's in the right order. The 4 of Pentacles. And the 7 of Wands. It's very interesting. I like how this story here is literally a story. Like, we see you're like basking in the world of like the land of milk and honey. Like, that's what it says in some biblical stories, that there's a land of milk and honey, which is like, it's milk and honey, so it's like paradise, like there's some sort of paradise here for you. And then we see that you're going in between something, so you're in limbo. Maybe during this pandemic you sadly lost your job, and you're in limbo, you're in between, so you're like, I'm kind of working but I'm being paid because of the COVID thing and all that stuff, and then we see the never-ending story. So you're like, oh my god, this is a never-ending loop. I'm always feeling on top and then I crash. That kind of thing. Like, it feels like that, to me, like here. We see a King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords is usually someone who's like, I am going to do it my way and no one else's way, okay? It's my way or the highway. That's literally how they work, and that's who this is. I love how he's like a little businessman, this King of Swords panda here. But I definitely feel like this is you trying to take control of things. But then we see the 4 of Pentacles. So you're actually like, saving money. You've saved a good bit of money. You're not stressed too much because you're like, hey, look, I've done my part. I've saved money and I know what to do. And I'm keeping afloat. But then we see with the 7 of Wands, you're defending yourself. Like, people are like, why don't you have a job yet? Meh, meh, meh. And you're like, hello? Did you not see what happened? Like, the whole world was on pause for a minute. Like, like for a good half of the year, the world literally stopped. It stopped. That's what happened. And people are also like trying to tell you like you're, oh, life stings then, get over it. And I'm like, but this has not happened in our lifetime. So you need to see that we were all like, this is literally how we all saw the world. Okay? This is literally how we all saw the world. And the week ahead for you is where you're in between. You're in between being unemployed and getting a job. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're in between the two. And there's a never-ending story of where you're like, oh my god, like, people won't stop saying XYZ kind of thing, And I'm just like, calm down. It's okay. Life stings. We just move on. But you're very defensive this week. You're very, very defensive about this. Let's carry on. I'm going to pull this one. Nope. Just getting cards from the last one. I'm not saying they should repeat, but I didn't shuffle it well. Got the Emperor. Whoa, that's weird. Because that's kind of like the swords. 7 of Wands. Come on. I'm just going to leave that there because that's like a side thing. It's emphasizing your defensive. Queen of Swords. Page of Wands. And then let's do one more. That's emphasizing you are defending yourself this week. This little pink panda is very aggressive this week, isn't he? Oh, 3 of Swords. Okay. That's where you're very defensive. I feel like that's the never-ending story. High Priestess. Oh, that's definitely the in-between here. Because she's like the black and white pillars. She's like the in-between. We'll do one more. 5 of Cups. Wow. That's definitely... You weren't happy with that. And then the bottom of the deck is the Hanged Man. Okay. I know I did a lot more cards in this one because it's just that second 7 of Wands threw me off. So we'll get to these guys in a minute. I'm just going to move them up so you can actually see the Oracle cards. Okay. So with the Emperor and the King of Swords, that just proves my point that there is someone in your life who is telling you to do things their way. It's a male figure who's very fair, but sometimes they have to put their foot down. So, but this is where, you know, sometimes life stings, as it says there. Sometimes life stings, okay? And you have to just deal with it. But it's also like the fact that you need to stand up for yourself. 4 of Wands. Okay, so this is where they're saying you need to do it my way or the highway, but then we also see this wedding or a party coming up, and they're probably saying, look at everyone else doing this and you're not doing that. And I went, well, I don't want to do this yet because I'm focusing on other stuff. That's the week ahead for you guys. And like, we all saw the world as this beautiful, no harm stuff. Well, there are dark things in the world, don't get me wrong, but like, you know, we were all like seeing this false vision of the world, and now someone has taken that away, and then they're like, well, you should have seen that coming. Like, you know, you should go out there and get married and do things like that, you know? That's what it feels like to me, that way. And then we have the 4 of Pentacles with the Queen of Swords. So we had a King of Swords here. So we do have a power couple. Different decks, but we do have a power couple. So this female energy now has approached you. So they went, no, you're doing it wrong, mister. I'm going to talk to them. This is where they're like, are you going to get your shit together? Good, because you have money saved? Good on you. Okay, now, do what you're told, and that's it. Right? But then we have the 8 of Wands here. So this queen has given you the confidence rather than telling you off of things that you've done wrong. Do you know what I mean? They're telling you this with this, rather than the Emperor and the King of Swords seeing it as black and white. They're just seeing it that way. They don't see the in-between. They're saying, well, you should be doing this because you're this. Do you know what I mean? So the Queen of Swords has said, do you know what, here, you have my confidence, off you go, you have the money to go out there, now go and do your thing. The Queen of Swords is not as nurturing as most queens, but she is just a bit softer than the King of Swords, okay? She's more like, don't mess with me, do your shit, and get back to me. Do you know what I mean? So she's helping you with that in-between worlds stuff. Then we have the 7 of Wands with another 7 of Wands. So this is like emphasizing that you are very defensive towards this King of Swords. You're very, very defensive. Like, it's emphasizing it so much. Then we see the Page of Wands. Okay. I just wanted to double check because I went, that's just elaborating the card itself. So the Page of Wands is where there's good news coming. There's great things are coming your way. And we see that it is very, you know, it's all positive, you know. It's all good things coming. So let's see what it says. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so you got more of a down-to-earth person here helping you. I love how the rainbow kind of continued a bit there. So this shows you that the Page of Wands has brought you some news, right? To help you to bring down your defenses, right? Saying, oh, it's okay, come here, look, I have some good news. Come talk to this person. So the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, they are a power couple of getting things done, but they're very aggressive in how they approach it. Even though that Queen of Swords has given you so much confidence, maybe you need kind of a more nurturing kind of perspective with the Queen of Pentacles. They're very down to earth. They're career driven as well, but they're very homely and they're very caring. Like, they're very motherly. Okay, she's one step away from being an empress, really. Okay. So you need to like get some like confidence build up from another perspective. Now we see this 5 of Cups here. you were whining while you had the milk and honey, okay? I feel like you were definitely whining. You're like, nothing's going my way. I haven't bought my Louis Vuitton. Oh my god, why? And then shit hit the fan and we're all in a pandemic. And you're like, oh, well, now my priorities have changed. But you were whining about the things you didn't have and not the things you already have, okay? So that's what I think that is where you guys were whining about things that you didn't have, right? When you had so much potential. Like, this is where we were all seeing, like, work is not that big a deal. You know, having a routine isn't big a deal. It's family and home and your health are more important than anything else. And 2020 is showing that a lot, you know. The High Priestess, I think, is just emphasizing this between worlds card, because she, in a normal Rider-Waite, this is just the groovy weight, she would have a one white pillar and one black pillar. And we see one black and one white here. So we also see that this is the universe showing you literally it's black and white. Here you go, okay? It's simple as black and white, alright? That's literally it. Like, her way of showing you this new world and new way of seeing things, it's so simple. Once you take away all the colours and all the nonsense and all the hatred out there in the world, it's literally just black and white. Like, we're all human, the pandemic happened, and we're all in this together. Sorry for a High School Musical moment, but yes, we're all in this together. And she's literally the universe telling you it's all going to be fine, okay? It is a never-ending story, though, for you, where you feel like the victim. It's a never-ending story where you feel like the victim. Like, this Emperor and King of Swords is on your case. Constantly. They're always on your case. And you think it's a never-ending story, I'm never going to be able to please them, when maybe you need another perspective. Hence the Hanged Man. You need a new perspective on things. You need a new perspective rather than feeling betrayed and sad and, oh, poor me, and then suddenly, like, you know, attacking everyone that tries to help you. So I think that this never-ending story is this is a very heavy reading. Very heavy. But I definitely feel like this never-ending story is not going to end now. It's a never-ending story. It's not finished written yet. It's not finished being written. And I definitely feel like, look, Ace of Cups, I just want to say that will it happen? Like, there's a new opportunity coming for this never-ending story. It's a new offer of emotional support. It's emotional support. Rather than this King and Queen of Swords being very aggressive to you, you're getting help from this Queen of Pentacles, yeah. I nearly forgot what she was there for a second. And, like, with that Seven of Wands, like, we know that you were very stressed, but you need to see a new perspective of things, that not everything is goddamn rosy, okay? Not everything is rosy and perfect. Sometimes it stings and you need a new perspective on life. Everyone has that now, especially now. Hopefully now, like, good lord, like, it's gotten crazy now. But yeah, so that is your reading pile 3. I don't know why that got really heavy and intense. I was very passionate about that. Oh goodness. I'll leave that there, guys, and I'll see you all very soon. And enjoy the video.